We're nearly halfway through the week and I've got a day off work. And I thought about this this morning, oh, the endless possibilities. I've got plans, that's why I'm off work. But now, an hour into the endless possibilities, I'm actually just feeling quite overwhelmed because I'm going to meet my best friend today back in Coventry. We're not going to stay in Coventry, we're going to go to Leamington, but I haven't been around in Coventry for a long time, for years. We used to always go to Leamington Spa for a lovely day out if we were in Coventry, or a nice meal, because it was better than Coventry. So that's where we're going today, and it's really going to be like old times because Anna and I used to go to Leamington for nights out, for meals, for shopping, for walks. It is a lovely place, but it's going to be a real trip down memory lane. But I've not even made it out the house yet, and that's what I was going to say. So I'm quite overwhelmed thinking, I don't know what to wear. Like, I know what to wear if I'm going out as a mum. I know what to wear if I'm going to work. I don't know what to wear as someone's friend. And all around me, I'm like, oh God, there's washing to do, there's stuff to put away. Just realised I need to wrap this present that I got for Anna. Do not know where I put the tissue paper. I need to have some breakfast, I need to get some fuel, I need to drop off something to my old work friend that's going to take into my old job for me. I feel overwhelmed. I need to put some makeup on. There's just so much happening, and this is supposed to be a fun day. My brain is just full of things all the time, so I should have made a list. That's what I should have done, made a list. I wonder if it's too late to make a list now. This is what I've got Anna anyway, rituals, which I absolutely love, and I will take her for lunch today as a treat because it was her birthday last week, but she didn't want to do anything on her birthday, so we said we'd get together the week after. Delighted to be off work though. Right, I've got to find that tissue paper. Where the bloody hell did I put that? I did already take the time to clear up down here for your benefit and for mine, because I've realised that I work better in a non-cluttered environment. So I have tidied up, so this room looks decent. Found the tissue paper, panic over. I'd put it away with the crafting bits that I got for Henry a couple of days ago. This is so cute, look at this. It's only from the range, and it's got 4 different types of tissue paper in it, and I got a little autumn ribbon with foxes on because I thought that would be really cute. It actually made me realise that having your birthday in autumn is very cool. If I was to convince the mancub into having another baby, and I also felt like I could cope with one, I would definitely aim for autumn. That's pretty cute. Although actually, Henry's birthday is first week of November. I wonder if that makes him an autumn baby. I think it does, because I don't think that winter really starts until maybe December. I'll have to look it up. Right, which paper would she love? Do you know, one of my favourite pots was blown over in the wind. Oh, this would be perfect. Beautiful. I would love this. I would wallpaper a room with this. One of my favourite pots was blown over in the high winds a couple of weeks ago, and it's dead. And I've refused to part with it. I've got all the broken pieces there. I was going to put it in the bin, and I've looked online to find another. But then I thought to myself today, do you know what? I wonder if I can stick it back together. So I need to look and see if we've got some super glue. Probably enlist the mancub's help because he's got a steadier hand than me. But I'm going to try and fix it. You know, like that Japanese art of sticking broken things back together again. They call it kinoshi or something like that. And it's basically saying that it looks more beautiful put back together, fixed. Oh my God, my hair. I need bloody putting back together and fixing. Right, I need some sellotape. I need tea, I need toast. I need to leave in under an hour. Absolutely typical Paula style, but I just don't know where time goes. I don't remember time going this rapidly when, I was going to say when I was young. Oh my God, I still am young. Somebody the other day on something I was watching, I can't remember if it was at work or watching on the telly, And they said I am still young, and it was at work yesterday. Our CPO was presenting and she said, I am still young, feel very young at 60. Actually, looking at her, she did not look anywhere near 60. I was pleased for her. The present is done. I've done my best. I think that looks very cute. I just love packaging. I love packaging and wrapping and new books and stationery and all the other lovely new treats that a girl could love. I've made my tea and toast. I was very nearly about to go upstairs and get ready then. I need to because I've only got 30 minutes left. But I remembered that I hadn't shown you the beautiful treats that I bought at the Artisan fair at the weekend. It was absolutely lovely. Had a great time. The weather held out. Sorry if all you can see is my knees for a moment. So this is what I bought. I didn't buy loads. I bought from this lady because I've seen these things at the last couple of craft fairs and I was very tempted, but for whatever reason, I think at the flower show it was really busy and overwhelming and I didn't buy anything. It was a bit stressy, but I've definitely seen her last year, I think at the Barnsdale Christmas fair, and so I bit the bullet, guys. I bought the item and this is the item. So they're coasters. The lady does all of the illustrations herself. They're absolutely beautiful. There were so many to choose from. You could buy single ones, hi Dot, or you could buy a pack of 4. So I just went wild, Dotty, bought a pack of 4 and selected the flowers that I wanted. So I think this is a peony, foxglove, cosmos and ranunculus. Oh, it's a bit blurry, isn't it? That's a bit better, isn't it? You really need to see the true beauty of these. So they're coasters, and my initial thought was that I wanted one for the outside table. They're cork backed, to put a little thing on in the summer, so it didn't damage the wood. But I wouldn't leave it outside all seasons because it would get ruined. So I have actually used one on the dining table the other day for the gravy boat. I'm sure the mancub was delighted. So I'm going to put them somewhere in the dining area, in the drawers, and then get them out as and when needed to have a lovely, beautiful floral time. Other thing that I bought was from this brand, and I'll link both the brand's Instagram pages below. This lady does absolutely beautiful illustrations, and I was very keen to get myself some new note cards or note paper, and I spotted these and they were just what I needed. It's a little fox. I think it's mixed animals, which is cute and good and lovely, because I've actually found an urgent need for note cards. I told the lady on the stall, sometimes I'm not sure if I am a terrible oversharer or if what I've just said is normal. So if anyone has any feedback, feel free to let me know. It would be appreciated. I'm not easily offended. So basically, did I tell you? I don't know if I told you this. I sound like my nan. When I was on my way to nursery the other day, I drove past through the normal village that I go through, and I saw someone I recognised on a driveway of a house I didn't know, and as I drove I carried on thinking, and then it hit me who it was. And basically it was the parents of a little girl that went to Henry's old nursery. She was called Polly. She still is, I assume. Sorry, I have to keep changing the settings. I've got to find an outfit. Anyway, it was Polly, Polly's parents, and they moved away from nursery when we were looking to move, and I remember the lady telling me in the nursery, oh, Polly's moving away, which is really sad because her and Henry are like little baby best friends. And there was always photos on the nursery app of them together, falling asleep together in the pushchair and things, and it was just so cute. And I thought, oh, he's got a little friend and it's a girl and she's called Polly, and my family call me Polly, and it just, so I was actually quite sad, well I was very sad to leave everybody behind at nursery, but it turns out that they've moved, by the looks of it, this way where we've moved, so that must be their house, because one of them was in the wheelie bin and one of them was at the car on the drive, and it was nursery time. So I bring you round to my very long point, which was I'm going to write them a note saying, hi, don't know if you remember us, but it would be lovely if Henry and Polly could have a play date. I won't be offended if not, but let me know what you think. So that's what I plan to do, maybe tomorrow if I can, on the way to nursery, because I'm not going that way today. I've been this morning, so the mancub will go later. So yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to do that. I'm thinking now I might just go for jeans and a cardigan. I might go for that lovely cream cardigan that I like with the embroidery on, the like frilly edges, because the mancub says I look like a granny in it, but I don't think that Anna will mind if I look like a granny. Right, I'm going to go for my mint velvet wide leg jeans because I haven't worn them for weeks. They had started to feel a bit tight, which stressed me out. Like, I don't need to gain weight at this point. I'm going to chuck those on. I'm going to put on the little cardi. I don't know what the weather is over there. I did mean to look it up. I will quickly look it up, but then I think that I will plan to wear this little beauty and my trainers, my suede Adidas new trainers, because I love them. I've got socks on, so that's fine. Right, I need to finish my face. I'll be back. Right, great news. I'm mostly ready, and I think I'm just going to keep minimal makeup so that I'm not here for hours. Just going to sort my hair out. I've just finished last week's vlog. I'm desperately trying to get ahead so that I can get back to enjoying it as and when, and not in a panic to upload everything on a Friday, because it doesn't leave any time for error. And if it's all ready to go and scheduled for Friday, that is my preferred way of working. So I always find that when you first get your hair cut, it doesn't always look amazing. Probably, I think, because the hairdresser doesn't know how you wear it. But after a wash or two and you style it yourself, I feel like that's when your new hair comes into its own. So like, my fringe looked a bit rubbish, but I knew it was going to be okay the day that the lady cut it. It was definitely, you know, you've got super strength hairspray. Woo! Christ. It forms a little thingy over there. It blocks up. You go to spray it and it bloody sprays right in your eye. It didn't go in my eye, but it was a close call, guys. Yeah, so the day she cut it, I knew it was a good cut, but it needed styling by me. So now it feels like the hair that I like. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, I think I'm just going to whack on a bit of eyeliner so I look like I've got eyes. I've got my outfit on. I've put on a little necklace and some earrings to jazz me up. And then I'm going to throw my trainers on and go. Go, go, go! So it turns out I couldn't go without showing you my outfit, because I'm absolutely delighted that my jeans fit. And amazingly, I've been living in this blazer, by the way. Amazingly, the Ralph Lauren blazer was suitable, covered my décolletage so I don't freeze, because it feels arctic today. And the jeans weren't too tight. I'm absolutely bloody delighted about that. I'm just conscious. that lolly stick you tried. Give me the hand. Hi. Hi. That's how I talk to baby Henry. Hi. I'm just back from the nursery run and I popped into Waitrose. I didn't go wild because we're at that point in the month where we're towards the end and nobody's got budget to be going wild. I went and got my favourite weekend newspaper. I have been cooking so many recipes out of the Waitrose book. So yeah, it's become a regular feature for me. I've picked up dinner for tonight and I've got to be honest, it is a ready-made meal because this week has not been the one. I don't know why, but I've just been exhausted. We all have. Actually, no, I do know why, that's a lie. There's been very bad sleep, or no sleep, because of baby Henry. Speaking of which, I've got him some baby yogurts. I fancied a Kit Kat all week. So there we have it, I've got a Kit Kat. So if I have a morning coffee today, I'm having a Kit Kat. I got the ingredients to bake the apple cake, which I am doing this morning. Woo! Crikey! Those apples have got more life than me. Cox's apples, the recipe said. I got myself some yogurts. I never eat yogurt, but I've been trying to the last few weeks as an alternative to cake. So I got some yogurts. I love that brand. Bon Maman. Everything they make is gorgeous, particularly the chocolate mousse. Eggs for the cake, pecans for the cake, malted milks for me. I love malted milks. Creme fraiche for lunch. I think I'm going to make the salmon pasta lunch that I did last week because that was delicious, and I've got some smoked salmon because I froze the other half. Sultanas for the cake. And I even bought the specific sugar they said, muscovado, because I want the cake to be perfect. But also I've realised that Gales, where I love having a coffee, has muscovado sugar syrup, and I've been using brown sugar in my coffee for a few weeks, so I thought maybe I'll get the specific one because I had just used what brown sugar I had in the cupboard. So there you have it. There is nothing extravagant there. We still need to do the weekly shop. That is about £25 worth of stuff from Waitrose. Just for comparison, if I'd gone to Aldi, I could get our entire weekly shop of meals for probably £5 more, for £30. So it is a luxury, but it's the shop closest to nursery, and quite frankly, it's like a little treat and I enjoy going, so there we have it. Right, I'm going to see if I've got time to start the cake now before work. It is quite early, otherwise it's going to have to be lunchtime or after work. Oh, I've got some things that have been delivered to show you as well, a little treat to myself, so bear with me. So I'm just preparing the ingredients. I forgot about the preparation bit. It's arguably the worst bit of baking. I actually hadn't thought through what I was going to need to do with the apples in order to get them in a cake. I bet I'm going to have to stew the apples or something. Funnily enough, I don't eat apples, but I can eat them in a cake. I mean, I could eat most things in a cake, so it'll be fine. So I assume these bits are for the top of the cake to decorate it. What I'm going to do is not film it all because it'll take me ages to make the cake. I will just show you some key parts, and I'll link the recipe in case you want to make it yourself. depending on how mine comes out, of course. Right, we're at a good bit. I'm about to spoon it into the cake tin, but it feels like a lot of mixture for that size cake tin. So I'm starting to get the baking doubts. A serious case of the baking doubts. I'm going to move my recipe because I don't want to soil it. I'd like to keep it for years to come. Right, I'm going to attempt to put it in here now, but I feel like it's going to be too much for the baking tin. Just please God let me be wrong. My other worry is that my cubes of apple are too large, but we'll see. Maybe it rises so much so it's fine. I feel like there's more apple than cake. That's stressing me out a bit. But I did what it said. The amount of apples for the recipe was like 2.5 apples. I suppose I'm not really an experienced baker. I don't do a lot of baking. So yeah, haven't found my baker's confidence. I wouldn't be applying for the Great British Bake Off. Well, I wouldn't be applying anyway. I don't watch it. It looks a bit stressful. And I like to do things for fun. This is for fun. But if it doesn't turn out, then that won't be any bloody fun. Oh God. Also, it was for self-raising flour and I'd run out, so I had to use plain flour, but I did put some riser in it. What's it called? Baking powder? A rising agent. Right, come on, this is the last bit. Oh God, please let this turn out. No one wants to spend their lunch break baking a cake that doesn't turn out. It's really lumpy. Well, it doesn't matter if it doesn't even look amazing. I just need it to be edible. Just would like it to be nice. Right, I need to try and... I've actually got a baking spatula thing that flattens them out. So technical, aren't I? Baking spatula thing. I didn't add all the pecans. I didn't add all the sultanas because it felt like there was enough in the mixture already. So who knows if I'll live to regret that. Let's just get what I can out of the bowl, and then we're going to put it to bake and go and have some lunch. I'll say go and have some lunch. I'm going to stand here and cook some lunch. Hopefully it won't take 10 minutes. It's been a really busy morning at work. I haven't stopped, but I've been doing some great stuff. I've enjoyed it. I think that was about it. The mixture smells gorgeous because it's got cinnamon in. If this turns out, I think I'm going to go and get some clotted cream and serve it with clotted cream over the weekend, because we had that in a cafe the other week with an apple cake and it was bloody delicious. Right, here we go then. Crunch time. Christ, of course, I forgot the bloody apple slicers. Just in the nick of time, imagine. Halfway through cooking, trying to put on the apple slices. Right. Oh, really out of my comfort zone here. try again. Guys, the smell running through the house of the cake baking is beautiful. It's like the best candle you've ever had. I made my lunch and I ate it. Very proud of myself. I ate a proper lunch and didn't just eat the entire packet of malted milk biscuits, which is what my heart was telling me to eat the biscuits. I'm checking on the cake very closely because I don't want it to burn. That would ruin the beautiful aesthetic of the top. We've got at least half an hour left, so I need to carry on with my work, just stay busy. But I'm excited. It's going to be a good one. Guys, the cake is out and I'm going to try some. The only thing I would say is our oven is really hot and this keeps happening to me. Oh, you're so far away. I've just come downstairs for the last part of the afternoon, so I'm going to do some work that requires a bigger table. And so I want to use the dining table so I can spread all this stuff out, because this is a very important piece of work based on the course that I did a few weeks ago, so I'm very excited. Our oven is a little bit hot and I did move the cake further down as soon as I noticed it was browning quite a lot, but it's still a bit more brown than I would have liked, so please don't be horrified. It's definitely edible, but as you can see it's really dark brown, but the actual cake itself is fine. That's just the topping. So I'm going to slice it open, have a slice of cake with a tea or coffee shortly. I'm just going to get stuck into this work, but I wanted to show you my reasonable cake success. I read on the recipe just after that I wish I'd seen before, if it's starting to brown too much, then put a piece of baking parchment over the top. If only I'd known. That's exactly what I would have done. So we know for future you can put baking parchment on to limit the browning. Right, gotta go. I'm very, very clever, busy person. Hi, good morning. It's Sunday and we're just about to go to, would you believe it, the supermarket. I can guarantee that if I had somewhere special to go today, I would never have been able to motivate myself to get ready and pick out something cute to wear. But as I've got nothing to do, here I am, looking my absolute best. Well, yesterday I felt scruffy all day. We slogged around the house. I watched a lot of TV. The mancub started on the wardrobe doors. And I ate quite a bit of junk. So yeah, I looked rubbish. And so today I was determined. I washed my hair last night. The new fringe is settling in really nicely. I'm really happy with it. And oh, my jeans arrived. The brown jeans that I've been waiting for from Vinted have finally arrived. Let's see if I can show you a better view. They're a perfect fit. They are just like the ones that I had recently, the beige ones. They're wide leg and high waist. So they're really comfortable and stretchy and they fit, not too tight. So that's a miracle and excellent. And I had one other item that I've been waiting on from Vinted. And I don't know if I'll try it on, but I will show you. I'm really happy with it. Both the items were new with tags. This is the jacket. I've been wanting one of these like quilted jackets for ages. I kept seeing them on people and thinking like, I think older ladies are wearing them, but I think they look really nice, like really smart. Not good for the rain. It's tipping down with rain. Oh, so I won't wear it today, but autumnal weather where it's getting a little bit chillier, so you need a jacket but you don't want to wear a coat. It's perfect for that. Sorry, my necklace has fallen off. I feel like I never get to wear this and I love it. The mancub bought me it before our wedding as a treat when we were in my favourite jewellers in Stamford. I'll have to do it in a minute. Anyway, it's beautiful and I love it. It's the most gorgeous silver and pearl. Anyway, so this is the jacket. So hopefully I'll get some occasions to wear that in the next few weeks before it turns really cold. I think it's lovely. I don't know if you can see the fit on the waist. It's supposed to be loose, like boxy. So yeah, just dead comfy. I just feel dead comfy. Actually, what we did do yesterday morning, which was lovely, we had no plans. We didn't have to do anything. So I said in the morning to the mancub, what about, should we go to the cafe that's here on the estate? Because I've been a couple of times recently and it was quite nice. So we did, we walked up there with the boy, walked up, great, and had some breakfast and a coffee. At the moment they're doing a s'mores latte. I feel like as a proper coffee drinker I shouldn't be drinking those kind of things, like they're really gimmicky, but it was tasty and sweet. Needless to say, my sugar volumes have been slightly increased over this weekend, so also sorry about that. Sorry to myself. I've cut my fingernails right down. My fingers feel, they seem to go through these phases where they're a bit scruffy and sore and the cuticles split. So they're not painted. I'm trying to just keep oiling them to get them through this phase of a few days, and then I'll make them lovely again. I was just going to quickly show you, before we do venture out to the supermarket, joy of joys, I think we're going to go to soft play actually as well afterwards, because it would be lovely to get the boy out and running around, and we haven't been to soft play for ages. So I'm just going to show you these quickly. They arrived on Friday. Really glad that I ordered them the week before as a treat, because I love this brand and I wanted to try some different scents, because I always have the fig, yeah, fig leaf it's called, and I've got the two of the diffusers around the house, so I thought I'll try bamboo. It's a real risk because I've no idea what the scent is going to be. It's a cypress, patchouli and orange. I think that I filtered on spicy wood notes and hoped that would be a safe bet, because that's what I normally like. Oh, it's lovely. I love the bottles. I haven't decided whether to put it in the kitchen or the bathroom. Oh, that's nice. It's quite masculine, but it's lovely. I wonder if the mancub would like that in his bathroom. I bet he'll say no, it's too posh. He rejects anything that looks remotely fancy. He prefers cheap things. The other thing I got was, I bought this to trial. It's another diffuser. It's called Indian Sandalwood. I get the refills because they're technically just little bottles. So without the big price tag, you can just get a mini one to check if you like the scent before you size up. Well, I won't be able to smell that until I open it, so I'll have to wait till I find it at home. So, as you heard, work has started on the wardrobe doors. The delivery arrived this week, and then I realised unfortunately we were missing one panel, so I spoke to the company and ordered another one quickly yesterday. We were hoping to collect it because they're in Northamptonshire, so really close by, but it was an hour away. It turned out it was an hour away, but I struck a deal with them. They were great. They actually rang me back and said, look, it's only one panel, you don't need to pay for delivery, we'll drop it to you on Monday when we're doing other rounds. And I was like, that's brilliant, for free. So that's excellent. I had a bit of a frustrating time with the carpenters that have quoted for the stairs, to the point where we said yesterday, shall we just order the wood from this place we've found and do the stairs ourselves. The reason that we had tried to outsource it was because the mancub's really busy and I just desperately want the stairs to be decorated. But it's been a bit of a nightmare with both of the tradesmen, and I forgot it was like this because I haven't used a tradesman for years. I've just been using the mancub as my tradesman. But yeah, the quotes have taken a long time. One came back as double the other one, but he'd used premium wood to quote, and we said, we don't need premium wood, we're happy with MDF because we're not going to live here for the rest of our lives, but we want it to look nice. And then the other one, we said, the price looks good, when are you available? I'll let you know. And then nothing for days. It's just so infuriating. So yes, that's where we are with that. In other news, just quickly before I go, because I'm sure the mancub's going to kill me, that I said, make sure you're ready for 10. And now it's 5 past 10. I'm not ready. The other thing was this week, because of the stomach issues I had last week, when I went into London and was subject to public cafes, I had oat milk instead of normal milk, and I was fine. I was good. And I actually stood watching the barista in Gales, and they do use a brand of normal milk that doesn't look like the normal stuff that you buy, as obviously they buy it in bulk, but it looked funny for semi-skimmed milk, like it was it didn't look like straight from the farm type milk. So yeah, I'm wondering if they use something that's unusual, because I don't get it when I go to normal coffee shops. I'm fine, but I noticed I'd been getting it when I go to London. So yeah, I had oat milk, and not only was it really tasty, but I didn't get stomachache. So I think that might be the way forward. I keep meaning to buy some for home actually. Right, I better get ready to go. I'm ready. I'm just going to put on a spritz of my perfume. I love this perfume. It was my wedding perfume, Acqua di Parma Osmanthus, and I selected it specifically for the wedding and got one for myself and the mancub from Harrods, and we had a lovely day that day, testing perfumes and deciding what would be perfect for our wedding. Right, I've got to go or I'll be here with you all day. I won't film in the supermarket because that's weird. We're back. So I had the best idea as we got in the car, and I decided that we should go straight to soft play and have a fun time whilst baby Henry is awake, and then just go food shopping after when he's asleep. So he hasn't gone to sleep. He had a little snoodle on the way to soft play. He fell asleep by accident, unscheduled. I don't blame him. Who wouldn't fall asleep in a comfy car? So he was quite surprised to wake up at soft play, but he had the cutest time. He was running around, actually got really excited. We haven't been for a while, so he was running around loving it. Very hot, so we ended up playing in his vest, which was cute. And then we've come out of soft play to the most beautiful sunshine, typical autumn day, tipping down with rain in the morning, and now it's absolutely blazing sunshine. The drive home was lovely. It made me just want to sit in the garden for the rest of the day. So we've come back. I've got the door open. I've just put away the shopping. We did go and get the food shopping. But I've just realised that there is a cat. There's a cat sitting on that roof. The dog has not noticed. The dogs, rather. The cat's just chilling there. This is funny because our dogs have got a rubbish sense of smell, I think. They think they know it all. They bark at stuff and they sniff around like, yeah, this is my gaff. But the reality is, like, you try and give Dorothy a treat or something and she'll be like, everything around, she wouldn't even know that it's on offer to her, it's right in her face. So that cat's having a lovely time. I intend to have a lovely time in a minute actually. I'm just considering whether to put the hoover round or to mow the lawn. What a choice. I'm really living life here, aren't I? lawn. And then my idea was when I'd finished mowing the lawn to sit in it and enjoy myself for a few minutes, which feels like I'm tempting fate. But I've made a coffee and sat down. It's actually the perfect time to tell you about this idea that I've had. So our house came with the most minuscule patio you've ever seen. Not really useful for anything, it just about fits this table on it. Let's see if I can show you. It's just about 6 or 8 slabs, and that's what you get till you decide what you want to do. I'm covered in cocoa. So we thought that we would get a larger patio probably next year, pick the slabs that we like, maybe have like a yellow stone sort of colour like our old house. But I've had an idea, and my idea is a veranda like an American porch. So I'll put a picture of what I've seen that inspired me here. I think it's possible. I think this space is long enough. I think it would be really cosy and cute and private. It would have a roof on it. It would run all along the back of the house. Excuse it, because there's washing now. It would run all along there. And I could see us just on there in the comfy sofa, maybe with a rocking chair, some rugs. It'd just be really different. I think that might be nice. And hopefully when our trees grow a little bit next year and after, there'll be a little bit more privacy. Although it feels quite private, to be honest. I can't see anybody's windows from here. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The mancub said it's not a terrible idea. He's not adverse to it. I'm wondering if it will be cheaper too, but because it will have a proper roof on it, I'm not really sure of the costs, but I love the idea. Let me know what you think.
Hi.
Hi. Watch it all pop, yeah, and then put it back. And you put it back. There's Mummy's growing something in that one. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, 4 flowers covered in. Covered in jewels, isn't it? Pot. Bee pack. And relax. I've just gotten little Henry to sleep. He's gone to sleep really early because of the no nap situation earlier, so that's a relief. He was absolutely exhausted. Bath and bed. We had a lovely ramen for dinner that I made. I've got to take that as the first meal in a week full of lovely healthy fresh meals. I've got to eat better this week than the last few days. We totally indulged over the weekend. We had chips from the chip shop. I had tons of the cake that I'd baked on Friday. Well, I say tons. I've had a couple of slices. I've not had any today. But I did have a slice of someone else's cake at Soft Play. Yeah, I just feel like I've eaten a lot of crisps. I feel like a lot for me is probably not even a lot for other people. It just feels like a lot because I'm small. I'm like, oh, I've had 2 bags of crisps in a day. I'm a fat greedy pig. So I'm determined to have a better week. That said, I have been sticking to my in the week, no chocolates, no biscuits. Well, I did fall off the wagon on Thursday, so I don't know if I can genuinely say that and it's true. Unless Thursday counts as the weekend because it's the weekend eve. Anyway, I just came to tell you that we've had a lovely weekend, full of fun stuff. Today's jeans were a true success. I'm still in them and I wore them to soft play. They're so stretchy. God knows what that is. Probably yogurt, I'd say, at this point. Henry started eating yogurts by putting his hand in, and you tell him, I said to him, don't do that, it's dirty. And he went, I know. He says no a lot and don't know. I think he's gotten it from nursery. And I was going to say he's not got it from me, but next thing you'll hear him saying, I'm trying not to eat any biscuits, and then there'll be no denying. Anyway, I was crawling around in soft play in these jeans and they're bloody brilliant. They're the high-waisted, wide-leg H&M. They still sell them now. And mine were from Vinted, so a bargain. So if you are going to get some, get yourself on Vinted, I would say, because I didn't pay more than £10. Right, I'm running the biggest hot bubble bath now, and then bed, I think, with a hot drink that is just something like a herbal tea. No, I've had cocoa the last 2 nights. I've just been absolutely wild. I'm a savage. So it will be good night from this sleepy little household.